Hello everyone, I hope you guys are all having a fabulous day. Today I have a double reveal from Polene. For those of you that follow me on Instagram, you've already seen kind of like a sneak peek on one of the bags. But for those of you that don't know about the brand, Polene is a newer fashion house and I came across them about 2 months ago and I was immediately intrigued because they have really beautiful, unique silhouettes and they also have awesome price points, especially for all leather handbags. I was a little bit nervous about adding one of the bags to my collection just because there isn't a store here in the United States that I can physically go into and see how it ends up working on my body frame. And there also isn't too much information on the internet. But I kept thinking about it, and I decided to go for it. And I ended up picking up the #1 mini. I did do an unboxing on this. I will make sure and put it on the description box below if you guys want to check it out. So I'm really excited that I have 2 more that have been added to the collection. So for this video, I will go through each one and I'll give you guys kind of like a quick tour. I'll give you the price points, I'll give you measurements, and I will also include mod shots. And I think I might also include like some of the things that you can end up fitting in there just to give you a better visual. So I hope that you guys enjoy this video. If you do, make sure and give it a thumbs up. And without further ado, let's get started, shall we? I have to apologize in advance as well because my throat is killing me. So if I have a hard time talking or if you guys see me struggling, that is why. But I also want to share what the bags come with. That way, if you end up buying something from them, you have a better idea as to what you can expect. But they all come with cardboard boxes. And since they do have different silhouettes, whichever one you go for, it has the corresponding name on the front of the box, which I thought was really nice. So as you can see here, it says #1 and Polene. They come almost like they're gift wrapped as well with tissue paper and bubble wrap just to ensure that it has a safe journey from when it shipped. And they also come with dust bags. There we go, it says Polene on there. It's a really nice material, it's very thick. It kind of reminds me of a Celine dust bag as far as the thickness goes. All right, so there we go. Now, as far as the first bag, this is the one that I was talking about that I gave you guys a quick glimpse of on Instagram, and it is this beauty, which is the Polene #1, and coincidentally, this is their #1 seller, but it is a beautiful color. I think on camera it's probably showing up a little bit more of a brick red, but in real life it has a deeper, darker purple, which I am all about. I think it's gonna look fabulous for this fall season. So there we go. And there's also a variety of different colors to choose from and different combinations to go for. For example, you can either go for the suede that I have here and the pebbled leather down here, or you can go for the all pebbled leather, whichever one you want to go for. And this bag retails for $400. So like I said, a variety of different colors to choose from and different combinations as well. Now let me give you guys the measurements before I forget, because I wanted to make sure that I put those in there. And this is approximately 12.5 inches in length. It is 9 inches in height and approximately 6.5 inches in depth. This does feature an adjustable strap, and the strap from tip to tip is 47 inches. And I will get into that in just a second. All right, so let me give you guys a really quick tour of the bag. On the front side, it does feature a little top handle, and this top handle has a different color, and it also is smooth leather, so it doesn't have any texture to it. Like I said previously, this one does have the suede on the top flap there. It is a snap button closure, so you kind of push this down to get in and out of the bag. And then you have the pebbled leather on the bottom, and it says Polene on the very front. Hopefully the camera is focusing on that one. I'm having the hardest time with my camera as well. I feel like today is just not my day type of thing. All right, so there is a side view of it. You also have the back side. On the back side, it does feature one slip pocket that is very generous because I'm able to fit my phone in here no problem. There's another side view. And then as far as the bottom, it does feature 5 feet. There we go. And kind of like what I was talking about earlier, it does have an adjustable strap, which is really nice, and you can completely take off the strap. So I feel like this bag is incredibly versatile, but it does have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different adjustments, which I think is awesome. That way, if you want to make it a little bit shorter, a little bit longer, you're able to do that. So that's really nice. So once again, there's the adjustment. Now, as far as the interior of the bag, like I said, it does feature the snap button closure. And this little guy actually matches the same color and type of texture that the top handle has up there. But it opens up like so. You push this down and it's very sturdy. It's not the type of snap closure that'll open up on its own, which is really nice. But that's what it looks like when you first open it up. Now, I'm sure you guys are probably thinking, oh man, that opening is a little too restricting. You can't really see your items. But the greatest thing about the #1 is that it actually has 4 different snaps to give you a little bit more play. You have 1 on either side of the bag, and then you have 2 on the very front. So let me just pop these open so you guys can see what it looks like. I really like the snaps too because I feel that it makes the bag a little bit more secure, and it also ends up helping to maintain its shape. All right, so that's what it looks like with all of the snaps open. I think it makes a huge difference because now you can really see all of your items at a glance. So there we go. And then on the interior, it does have the textile lining. This is in the beautiful red, and it also has one zippered pocket, 2 slip pockets, and it says Polene made in Spain because all of their pieces are made in Spain. And the zipper here is very, very smooth. It doesn't get caught or anything like that. So that's really nice. So once again, there is a quick glimpse of what it looks like inside. But I love these snaps, and they're really easy to like pop back in or take or like, you know, pop open. It's not fussy at all. You know, because to me, when I see a beautiful bag, if it's kind of fussy to get in and out of, personally, it just ends up driving me crazy. But I think that this is a beautiful bag, and it's just very easy to just kind of lock that into place. You don't have to play around with that opening too much either. Now, as far as the adjustments, like I was saying, you have 6 different adjustments. It's very easy to move these around as well. And it's very easy to completely take off the strap. And I like the fact that I can use it kind of like a hand carry, or the fact that you have this that is functional and it's also kind of decorative as well, in my opinion. But the leather itself, I feel like it's a little bit softer than my #1 mini. I know it's the same type of material, but this one just feels like it's a little bit softer. Do I think that I'll end up losing its shape? I don't think so. Not as much as one might think, especially because of those snaps that I was talking about earlier. And I did end up Scotch guarding the suede just to be careful, just to make sure that if I end up getting anything on it, or if it ends up raining when I use it, that I don't end up ruining the suede or anything like that. But I really like the color combination as well, you know? So, all right, so let me show you guys a few things inside just to give you a little bit of a visual. So give me just a second. Now that the bag is fully loaded, I have to say that I found it a lot easier to be able to maximize my space and be able to put my items inside by opening up all of the snaps that I talked about earlier. Because when they were all closed, it's a little too restricting, and I can't fit as much as I would like. So that way, if you want to fit a little bit more in there, I recommend opening up all the snaps, then putting your items inside, and then closing them back up. I also wanted to say that because this guy is fully loaded, there's actually one item in here that I normally don't end up carrying in my handbags. For the most part, I end up carrying it in my hand, so that itself is very, very heavy. But because this is an all leather handbag, if you do end up carrying quite a bit with you, you will be able to feel that weight. So if you do end up going for it and you carry a lot of items with you, I recommend using this mostly as a crossbody bag, because I really feel that I'll end up distributing the weight a little bit more than using it on your shoulder or on the crook of your arm. So I just want to throw that out there just in case. So like I said, it is fully loaded, and I love the fact that I can kind of hold it by the top handle, and this, like I said earlier, it's not going to swing open or anything like that. So it's a very, very strong snap button closure. All right, so let me show you guys what I have going on in here. And I did end up closing up all the snaps because it made it a lot easier. So let me open them back up so I can show you guys what I have going on. There we go. It is fully loaded. And what I really like, the shape that this has, is that I don't have to worry about putting items on top of each other, because I also find that to be fussy. I want to be able to reach in there, take an item out without necessarily having to take something you know, off on top in order to get to the item on the bottom. So I think that's really great. All right, so let's do this. In here, I'm going to prop it up so you guys can see it. I have my Key Australia sunglasses. I'm carrying my Louis Vuitton clay. I have the round point purse from Louis Vuitton. I also have my mini pochette. I also have a full-size zip wallet from Chanel. That's another thing, because my #1 mini, I wasn't able to fit a full-size wallet. So if you do end up carrying something like this, going for the #1 might be the best way to go. So it fits a full-size wallet, no problem. I also have my 6-ring key holder, and the item that I was talking about that I end up carrying on my hand is a 6-ring agenda. This bad boy is very, very heavy, but it fits in here no problem. So check it out. There we go, just to give you again a better visual. And I still have space in here for maybe another key pouch or 2, and still be able to fit my phone, no problem. So I think that's pretty great. So overall, I think that this is a beautiful bag. I left the snaps open, but I think that this is a beautiful bag. I think it's going to wear very, very nicely. As I said previously, I do recommend using some type of Scotch guard just to help the suede. But I think it is a beautiful, beautiful bag, and kind of like what I talked about with my first unboxing, just the overall attention to detail detail and the craftsmanship that this company has is insane. There are no loose stitches, there is no bad varnish or anything like that. I look over this thing like with a fine-tooth comb, and it is awesome. I also like the fact that all of their hardware has their name on it, so it adds a little bit more detail to it as well. So that is the number one. Now let me insert some mod shots, and for reference, I am 5'5". For the second bag, it also comes with the cardboard box that says number 6 and the dust bag that says Polene. All right, and this is the beautiful number 6. This features the Black Croc Emobossed Leather, and there are no exterior pockets on the front or on the back side. There is a side view of it, there is another side view of it, and it doesn't have any feet. And on the front, it just says Polene. And the hardware also has their name on the very top. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see that or not, but the way to get in and out of this bag is by just feeding this strap through the loop, and it opens up like so. Very, very easy. And on the interior, you have one little pocket that has a magnetic closure, and you also have one slip pocket, and that one says Polene, made in Spain. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see it just because of the color. Hopefully there, it's capturing it a little bit better. But there we go. Now, as far as the measurements on this bag, it is 7 inches in length, approximately 7 inches in length. It is 5.7 inches in height and 2 inches in depth. And as far as the strap drop, it is 5.5, and this bag retails for $190. Now, like I said before, this is their minimalist clutch, so you're not going to be able to carry everything and the kitchen sink, right? But I do have some items in here that I wanted to show you guys just to give you a better visual just in case. Now, when I go to use this bag, I will be using this little slip pocket for my driver's license and using this little guy here for my credit cards or anything else that I need to carry with me. I love the fact that it has something built in. That way I can really end up maximizing my space even with a minimalist clutch like this one. All right, so since I have my credit cards and my driver's license covered, how about my phone? Now, you guys know I have an ancient phone, all right? Don't judge me. But I'm able to fit my phone in here, which is an iPhone 6S. I'm able to fit it diagonally, no problem. I'm also able to fit my key fob, and I'm also able to fit a lipstick. You gotta have the lipstick, right? So I have those 3 items inside, and I'm still able to close this up, no problem. And you don't have any funky lumps and bumps or anything like that. So I think that's great. If you do end up having a larger phone, then you won't be able to get away with using it in there. I just thought I'd throw that out there just in case. I'm sure you guys already know. So let's say that you wanted to carry a little bit more cards with you. You're able to fit your card holder. I have just my Louis Vuitton Mon Mono card holder. I'm also able to fit the lipstick and let's say the key fob, and you have space for a few more items inside there, and I'm still able to feed it through, no problem. So you can play around with this. I've been able to fit my 6-ring key holder in there, no problem, with a few other items. But again, you're not gonna be able to fit everything and the kitchen sink. It's just going for the bare essentials. I think this is really cute, especially for like date night or when you are going to an event where you don't necessarily want to carry a bigger bag or anything like that. I think that this is really, really great. So again, this is in the Black Croc Emobossed Leather. And if you want to go for this detail, it is due to launch the first week of November, if I'm not mistaken. But you also have the smooth leather that you can pick from, and that one is already available, and there's a variety of different colors to choose from, kind of like for the number 1 and the number 1 mini. They just have so many options for you. But once again, there is the number 6 in the Croc Emobossed Leather, the minimalist clutch. And I will also include some mod shots of this bad boy. As I said in the beginning of the video, there isn't a store here in the United States that you can go into and try out the bags to see how they look on your body frame, but they do have a store in Paris. So for the most part, everything is done online, and they charge a $25 shipping fee, and they do offer worldwide shipping, which I think is great. There are some bags and there are some colors that are on back order, and they kind of prompts you when you go onto their eShop to let you know, oh, it'll ship from this time or that time or whatever the case may be. All right, you guys, so that does it for my reveal on the Polene number 1 and the number 6. I'm really excited about these 2 bags joining the collection, and I'm even more curious to see how they're going to work out for my lifestyle. The more and more that I use them, I will definitely do like an updated review, and that way I can give you guys the good, the bad, and the ugly. But once again, this is in the burgundy, and this is in the Black Croc Emobossed Leather. But definitely check out Polene. I will make sure and put their website on the description box below. And just the craftsmanship and just the beauty and the uniqueness of their bags is something that that really just kind of captured my heart, you know what I mean? And it all started with this little guy. This little gray beauty right here, the #1 mini. And I know a lot of you guys have been asking me to do a comparison on the #1 mini and the #1. I will definitely do that. The more and more that I use these bags, I will probably have that up within the next couple of weeks, if not the next couple of months. But again, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure and give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already and you would like to, please subscribe to my YouTube channel by clicking on the red button down below and hitting that bell so you're notified when I upload videos, which is anywhere from 2 to 3 times a week. And I'll see you guys later. And as always, make it a fabulous day or not, the choice is yours. Have a great day.